Have you ever stopped and thought, do I really need to take a full shower every single day at my age? I know, it sounds strange to even ask that, especially when most of us grew up hearing that daily bathing was just part of good hygiene. For decades, we believed that stepping into a hot shower every morning was simply what you're supposed to do to stay clean, healthy, and presentable. But here's the twist. Recent studies, and the advice of many doctors who work closely with older adults, are starting to tell a different story, a story that's honestly pretty eye-opening. It turns out that as we age, our bodies, and especially our skin, go through changes that make daily bathing not just unnecessary, but in some cases, actually harmful. Today, I want to share 7 things I've learned about bathing after 70. Things that might just make your daily routine easier, more comfortable, and even healthier. No gimmicks, no complicated routines, just real, practical information that's helped a lot of folks feel better in their own skin again. Let's start with what the experts are actually saying. 1. What medical experts actually recommend. Believe it or not, most doctors now recommend that people over 70 don't need to bathe every single day. Once or twice a week is often just fine, unless there's a specific reason you need to wash more often. That surprised me when I first heard it. Dr. Robert Stern, a dermatologist at Harvard, puts it simply, daily bathing is more of a cultural habit than a medical requirement for older adults. In fact, bathing too often can actually do more harm than good, especially for aging skin that's already dry and delicate. Think about it. As we get older, our skin doesn't produce the same natural oils it once did. That means it dries out faster. And every time we step into a hot shower, especially with soap, we're stripping away what little moisture our skin has left. Barbara, a 78-year-old from Minnesota, shared her story with me. She used to bathe every day, just like she always had. But during the winter months, her skin would get so dry and itchy she couldn't sleep. Her doctor suggested cutting back to 2 baths a week and just doing a spot clean in between, face, underarms, and private areas. Within 2 weeks, that awful nighttime itch was gone, so the question becomes, why not adjust your bathing routine to match your current needs? You've adapted other things in life, your diet, your exercise habits. Why not your skincare? 2. Protecting your skin's natural shield. Our skin is our body's first line of defense. It protects us from germs, keeps moisture in, and helps us regulate temperature. But as we get older, it becomes thinner, drier, and much more fragile. Doctors have compared aging skin to tissue paper. It just doesn't have the same resilience it once did. And every hot shower, every scrub with a loofah, every layer of soap chips away at the barrier our skin is trying so hard to maintain. James, 83, from Florida, learned this the hard way. He was bathing daily like always, but started getting dry. Cracked skin behind his knees, so bad it bled sometimes. The itching drove him crazy. When he cut back to twice-a-week showers and started moisturizing after drying off, things changed dramatically. His skin healed, and his sleep improved too. If you're finding yourself reaching for lotion more and more, your body might be trying to tell you something. A gentler approach to bathing could make all the difference. 3. Reducing your fall risk. A bathroom safety reality check. Let me ask you, what's the most dangerous room in your house? If you said the bathroom, you'd be right. More than 1 in 4 adults over 65 has a fall every year, and the majority of those happen in the bathroom. That's not surprising when you think about it. Slippery floors, narrow spaces, hot steam, and sharp edges don't mix well with aging muscles and joints. Margaret, 76, told me about the day she slipped while stepping out of the tub. She broke her hip and spent 6 months recovering. I still can't garden the way I used to, she said, and that's not uncommon. Sometimes a single fall changes your whole life. Here's the simple truth. If you reduce how often you're stepping into the shower or bath, you reduce your fall risk. Fewer trips into that slippery space mean fewer chances for something to go wrong. If you're worried about body odor, understandable, but think of the trade-off. A little extra odor versus a serious injury? Spot washing and fresh clothes go a long way. Plus, installing grab bars, non-slip mats, and using a shower chair can make a huge difference when you do bathe. 4. Conserving your precious energy. You might have noticed this already. The energy it takes to shower just isn't what it used to be. Dr. Sarah Johnson from Johns Hopkins says the average shower requires more than 65 separate movements. For someone with arthritis, heart issues, or mobility challenges, that's a lot. And let's not forget how warm water affects blood pressure, or how steam can make it harder to breathe if you have respiratory issues. Thomas, 82, told me that after his daily shower, he'd need to lie down for almost an hour just to recover. He'd miss plans, skip outings. It drained him, but when he switched to bathing every third day, things changed. It gave me back time, he said, and energy. I feel like I can enjoy my mornings again. If that sounds familiar, maybe it's time to rethink how often you're bathing too. 5. Your body's natural cleaning system. Here's something I find fascinating. Your body is actually designed to clean itself. Your skin has a whole army of tiny microorganisms that protect you, clean up dead skin, and even fight off harmful germs. It's called your skin microbiome, and it's an essential part of your immune system. When we overbathe, especially with strong soaps and hot water, we strip away these natural helpers. That's why many people actually feel less healthy the more they wash. Ruth, 75, told me she always thought daily showers were a must, but when her dermatologist suggested cutting back, she gave it a try. After a few weeks, her skin felt softer, less irritated, and she didn't feel any less clean. It's not about skipping hygiene, it's about working with your body instead of against it. 6. Reducing infection risk. Less bathing can mean fewer illnesses. This one really surprised me at first. Bathing less can actually lower your risk of infection. As we age, our skin becomes more prone to tiny cracks and tears, sometimes invisible to the eye. Those little breaks can become entry points for bacteria, especially when we scrub too hard or use harsh products. Helen, 81, had 3 skin infections in 6 months. Her doctor traced them back to her bathing habits, daily showers with a rough scrubber. Once she switched to gentle, twice-weekly bathing, the infection stopped. That was 2 years ago, and she hasn't had a problem since. So, for those of us dealing with sensitive skin, this could be an important adjustment. 7. Hygiene beyond the bathtub. Practical alternatives that work. Finally, let's talk about staying clean without stepping into the shower every day. You don't need full body washing daily to feel fresh. Spot cleaning, face, underarms, groin, and feet can be just as effective when done properly. Dorothy, 84, uses a small basin with warm water and a soft cloth each morning. She takes just a few minutes to freshen up and says she feels great all day. You can also try no-rinse cleansing wipes, gentle foams, or even dry shampoo. Clean clothes and good oral hygiene go a long way too. It's all about finding what works for you and makes you feel your best. There you have it. 7 insights that might help you rethink how you bathe after 70. And maybe, like so many others, you'll find that doing a little less in the bathroom actually gives you more comfort, more energy, and more peace of mind. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Have you already changed your routine? Did it help? Share your experience in the comments. I know others will appreciate it too. And remember, good hygiene isn't about how often you step into the shower. It's about listening to your body, making smart choices, and doing what helps you feel clean, comfortable, and confident every day.